The Mattel Creations exclusive Wun-Dar figure. A blast from Eternia's past. Well, guys, I can tell you that it's definitely in our past, okay? Because this thing sold out in under 3 minutes. Hey, what's up, guys? Ken here from the Retro Toy Escapades channel in Malaysia. So, hey, how's everyone doing out there? I know the MOTU community globally has been up in arms over the last 12 hours or so because of what's happened with the pre-order for the Mattel Creations exclusive Wun-Dar figure. Now, I don't know what's the deal with this particular figure. I don't know what's the deal with Wun-Dar. All right, a vintage style Wun-Dar figure. It seems like since the 1980s, this thing has been whispered off as something mythical that only a select few people can actually own. And it seems like even today, all right, like 40 fucking years later, it's the same scenario. Like a month ago, we started to see news of this figure dropping, all right, mysteriously at vendors and flea markets someplace in California. And people were getting their hands on them, all right? People were getting their hands on them and posting pictures of it online. And a lot of the YouTube channels from America especially have already run reviews on it, and you can see basically everything that there is to see about this figure, even though it's not been officially released yet, even though there's been no official mechanism for this thing to be disseminated out to the public. And then something like a couple of days ago, Mattel Creations dropped the banner on its official website to announce that this thing will be available for official pre-order in a couple of days' time. Most of us figured that it will be the same process as any of their other exclusives related to MOTU prior to this, in the sense that you gotta be fast, man, you gotta be quick on the draw. But hell, man, did anybody know that you had to be as quick as the Flash, okay, in order to actually get hold of this thing? Because I gotta tell you, I was there, all right? I mean, I went through the process to pre-order this thing just as so many of you out there did, apparently, based on the feedback that I've seen. And my experience was actually, I thought that it was going to be pretty simple in a sense that, I placed the order for it. And actually, after I locked in the quantity for the figure, I was actually transferred over to this other page where I was held in like a waiting room, all right? Because it said there that I was in a queue to pay. All right, I was in the queue to actually enter my purchase details, my payment information to pay. And it lasted for about 30 seconds. And they kept reminding me, there's a reminder that to not refresh the browser or I might lose my position in the queue. So I figured that, hey, look, my position is more or less guaranteed, right? And after that, it takes me to this other loading page where I actually enter the payment information and stuff like that. And I think there's a section there also where I had to go through this CAPTCHA thing to verify that I'm actually a human being. Bullshit waste of time, okay? Just a bullshit waste of time. And then I'm finally transported over to the payment information page where I give them all my details, okay? I even called up the bank prior to that to just inform them that I was going to make this international transaction, so kindly do not for any reason block this transaction. All right, I gave them all the information. I gave the freaking website my information, and then it's like I clicked that the final stage was supposed to be like just confirm or something like that, some bullshit like that. And the next thing that I see on the screen is that the screen is telling me that the item that I've selected is no longer available, it's now sold out. I'm like, excuse me? I'm looking at the screen there, I'm looking like, dickhead, I just gave you all my fucking information. Okay, what do you mean it's sold out? All right. I looked at the clock, it's like 12:03. All right, 12:03. It's like 3 minutes. All right. How much faster do you need me to enter the information in order to get this product? So, I'm looking at the thing there in disbelief, and then I'm refreshing the page again and again, and it keeps saying the same information. All right. I went to the main page and now it says it's sold out. All right. Prior to that, it was like add to cart now. And 3 minutes later, sold out. At one point, it kind of felt like a skit from a movie, all right? Like something that happens on Family Guy or something like that. Is somebody having a laugh at my expense here? I gotta wonder. Right? So anyway, I thought at that point that I was just gonna shoot out a video and check in with everybody and see how everyone's doing. But I figured that maybe I just give it a little bit of time, to just sort of like, let everything cool down and let everybody have a chance to gather their thoughts, myself included. I did put up a post on Instagram though last night, just briefly touching on the matter and just asking everybody out there if they managed to get this thing. And by the way, if anybody wants to follow me on Instagram, I'm at retro_toy_escapades. Hit me up there, DM me there, send me a message. This morning I wake up and the comment section on my Instagram post is like just burning up. There's a lot of feedback there. I'm going through it, and apparently some of them, some of the comments were saying that This figure, Wun-Dar, was actually restocked again like about an hour later, all right? Because, after after the whole 3 minute debacle, I basically just shut down the laptop. I went back to trying to finish off the last few episodes of Stranger Things season 4, and I pretty much just put this, just parked it way back in the back of my mind. I wasn't even thinking about it. I woke up this morning though, and my Instagram post is just burning up with feedback, right? And I'm looking at the comment section there, and a lot of the comments were saying that people were actually able to get their hands on Wun-Dar because it was restocked after about an hour. And I was like, what? I mean, it just, it stunned me there because it's like, can this actually happen? I had never heard of something like this actually happening before, all right? That, the item was sold out, listed as like completely gone, and then actually restocked again within the same night about an hour later. So, I mean, did somebody like know about this? I mean, how were people just waiting around, okay, seeing if something would happen, because the fact of the matter was just that having it listed as sold out after like just 3 minutes was just too incredulous. But I was stunned, of course, I was really happy for those people that managed to get their hands on it. They obviously waited a very long time. And I was getting all these confirmations that people were saying that, yeah, I got my hands on it, after the thing was restocked and they got a confirmation and stuff like that. And I was like, wow, great. But I did not know that this was happening. And then a bit later, like about an hour or so after that, I'm seeing replies there in the comments trail. The same people who actually said that they managed to get their hands on this thing after it was restocked were now saying that they were receiving another confirmation mail or message from Mattel stating that their order had been cancelled. Their order that was confirmed and they actually, successfully processed the payment for now was cancelled, and they were actually going to be receiving a refund. And I was like, that is some straight up bullshit. Okay, what are you talking about here? And one of the guys actually messaged me saying that he actually also received a gift voucher, I think of $10 on top of the refund. That's great, okay? But I don't think that people actually want to receive a kind of like a freaking gift voucher when they actually wanted to get the figure that they actually waited for and committed to purchasing. Now look guys, your guess is as good as mine. At this point, I have no idea what in the hell is going on with this particular figure, alright? Now I'm wondering if the whole freaking pre-order thing was just a hoax, okay? I mean, was it like an improperly set up pre-order mechanism? Did they not meant for it to go out at this point? I don't know, alright? There appears to be something very wrong with this entire pre-order process for this figure. And, was it a case like maybe they actually did realize that, oh shit, we're out of stocks because everything got siphoned out early a month ago to all these vendors by mistake? I don't know. But I just feel that there's something really, really weird, especially when you have a confirmation of purchase and then it's just automatically refunded to you, or like a while later, or something like that, right? So what do you place your trust in, all right? I mean, what do you place your faith in, all right? Okay, in a system that that can't even guarantee you when you actually have a guarantee, but it turns out the guarantee is a hoax, it's a mistake, and you can't even get a confirmation as to why it's happening. And you know what? I'm wondering if these cancellations only affect those that were able to reorder it after it was restocked that second time, or do they also affect those that were actually able to successfully complete the purchase within that initial 2 or 3 minutes that was actually available online? All right, so I mean, I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. Let me know. I suppose that if you successfully placed an order and you did not receive a confirmation email from Mattel like within 24 hours stating that the order has been cancelled, then I suppose that your order would be secure. You know what guys, this is probably a situation that we need the whole community to come together and just help each other out. I'm sure I'm going to see people say that, yo, I managed to get 3 of these bad boys. My girlfriend, she got another 3. Her sister, she took 3 as well. But look guys, you know what? This is a situation that we need the community to come together. I'm happy for anybody that actually managed to successfully purchase this thing. And if you do have extras, hey look, maybe we can just find a way to get in touch with each other online, through Instagram, DM each other through Instagram and work out a way that, everybody can probably get some of the extra figures that are floating around out there. Because it seems that this is one of those situations that where we just want to show the big corporations that we don't like being jerked around, all right? The fans can look after each other if it comes down to that. But this is a situation also where I think that, at the end of the day, I know that it's just a toy, all right? It's just a $17 toy. Don't lose any sleep over it, all right? Don't get so worked up about it. I mean, the feeling will pass probably, but for what it's worth and, for what it is, okay, this thing is actually going out to a very niche group of collectors out there, all right? This Wun-Dar action figure is not like the hottest toy that every family needs for like Christmas in 6 months or something like that. It's going out to a very niche group of collectors. And having said that, how hard is it to fulfill the requirements of this small group of collectors? Right? How hard is it? I don't get it. And the other thing is just that we don't have any clear rules of engagement. There's no clear rules as to how this thing operates. If you go into something, I believe that we should always know what the stakes are. I believe that we were probably informed based on previous experience that this thing is not going to be on the site for like 24 hours. Okay, it's going to sell out fast. Yeah, sure. But 3 minutes, that's ridiculous. Guys, I mean, if you were late to the party, if you were like, doing something else prior to that, and you came in like 15 minutes late and you missed out, probably, I can understand, maybe there's a reason why the thing is no longer there, all right? But there's a lot of people all over the world, I'm sure that, probably even stayed up, okay? They had to set the alarm clocks, all right? Because this thing was happening in like odd hours in whichever country that they're from. And they had to stay up for it, and then, they lost their chance to get it when it should be a very attainable thing, all right? If you were on the ball, if you were alert. So, let me know in the comment section, guys, okay? What do you think about all this? Okay, let me know also if you managed to successfully get this thing. Let me know if you were one of those guys that unfortunately got it but had the orders cancelled. I want to know how that went about as well. Let's share some information here in the community. Let's talk it out. And it's always great to hear from you guys out there. Thank you again for tuning in. I'll catch all of you again real soon with more stuff here on the channel. Take care out there.